NVIDIA is just unstoppable, looking insanely bullish. It is above the support at 230 again, and since it reported earnings last month, it has yet to retest its 21 EMA. It feels like NVIDIA is never going to correct again, but eventually it will. We just gotta pay attention to its key support and resistance levels. Let's start our technical analysis on NVIDIA stock. My name is Nathan and you are welcome to the Finance Hydra channel. Let's start RTA looking at the daily chart over here. In the midterm, in the daily chart, NVIDIA is in a bull trend. It is insanely bullish, doing higher highs, higher lows, trading above the 21 EMA, and the 21 EMA is pointing upwards over here. In addition, we are above the support at 230, this red line over here, which was our target since the 150 down here, because this key point was an open gap from April 2022. So, okay, this gap was filled. In fact, this gap worked as a resistance level on NVIDIA over here last month, and it is trying to work as a support level right now. So, in my humble opinion, only if NVIDIA loses 230, we are going to see a sharper pullback materializing over here, probably to the 21 EMA again. But if we lose this moving average, I think NVIDIA could trigger a sharper correction in the weekly chart, which we're going to talk about later. In the 1 hour chart, NVIDIA is moving erratically. It is doing a pullback right now in the 1 hour chart. However, in the past couple of days, it feels like we have been doing a sideways correction, right? We have been just moving sideways over here without triggering any crystal clear bearish reversal structure. But it feels like we lack momentum, we lack strength to keep going up. Right now, we are doing a correction to the 21 EMA in the 1 hour chart. If we lose this EMA in the 1 hour chart over here, I think we are going to retest the 230. In addition, if we lose the EMA in the 1 hour chart, probably NVIDIA is going to trigger a possible shooting star candlestick pattern, which is a bearish reversal candlestick pattern indicating that NVIDIA could correct a little bit further, just like it did over here. Alright, so we gotta pay attention to these key points from now on. Again, only if we lose 230, NVIDIA would trigger a sharper, a proper correction in my humble opinion. Right now, NVIDIA is just insanely bullish, so let's just pay attention to these key points in the 1 hour chart and to this shooting star candlestick pattern in the daily chart. Now, for daily analysis on NVIDIA and other stocks, check my website. The link is in the description of this video. Join the top 5% of traders that can actually make money and beat this market. So far, we are doing insanely well. In February, we did many amazing trades together. So come on, join our family. Check my website. The link is in the description of this video. Now, back to NVIDIA. In the weekly chart, the situation is a little bit problematic because although we are very bullish, yes, NVIDIA did trigger an inverted head and shoulders. We did an upwards breakout from this descending channel indicating that yes, NVIDIA right now is very bullish in the mid and long term as well. In theory, we are trying to retest the next target at 290 over here. However, NVIDIA is showing some signs of weakness. If you look at the weekly chart over here, some indicators are quite overbought. The RSI is above the 70 over here. The OBV is exploding along with the ADL, which are good indicators, but short/mid-term speaking, a correction would be totally expected and even desirable in this situation, because if NVIDIA corrects again in the daily chart, and what's more, in the daily chart, we see a bearish divergence on the RSI, while we see a weak divergence on the OBV and ADL. While NVIDIA is doing higher highs over here, the OBV and ADL aren't. And while the RSI is clearly divergent in this scenario in the daily chart over here. So we see some problematic signs on NVIDIA right now, indicating that yes, it could trigger a mid-term correction in the daily chart, potentially doing a bearish candlestick in the weekly chart as well. However, as long as we stay above the 230 and as long as we stay above this 21 exponential moving average in the daily chart, NVIDIA will just remain incredibly bullish. A sharper pullback could take us to fill this gap over here around 200, 210. This key point over, let me draw a line around the 210 over here. So we could easily fill this gap, we could easily linger in this area a little bit longer, but the bias, the midterm bias, would still be bullish. So let's just pay attention to these key points right now. Since NVIDIA is bullish, any pullback to a previous support level might be just an opportunity to buy, to add positions again. So let's see if NVIDIA is going to lose its key support levels. Let's see how it is going to react if it corrects. And of course, if you're still watching this video and you are not my subscriber, remember to subscribe to this channel to keep in touch with my data analysis, daily insights on NVIDIA, Tesla, and many other stocks. I really appreciate your audience, my dear friends. Stay safe. Farewell.